If you want your investments to start paying you back before 2030, not someday, not in theory, but in real cash deposited into your account, then this matters. Because retirement is no longer just about growth. It is about income, predictable income, rising income, income that can replace your paycheck. And today, we are breaking down 5 Vanguard Dividend ETFs that could realistically fund your retirement by 2030 if structured correctly. Now let's clarify something immediately. No ETF magically guarantees retirement. What funds retirement is disciplined capital allocation, compounding, and a clear income target. But dividend-focused ETFs can serve as the engine that converts accumulated assets into a stream of cash flow. Let's start with the first one. Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF, ticker VYM. This is the classic income anchor. VYM tracks U.S. companies with above-average dividend yields. We are talking about large, established businesses, companies like Johnson & Johnson, J.P. Morgan, ExxonMobil, Procter & Gamble. These are not speculative growth names. These are mature cash-generating enterprises. The appeal here is straightforward. Higher starting yield, broad diversification, low expense ratio. If you are within 5 to 7 years of retirement, yield matters. Because yield determines how much income your portfolio produces without selling shares. For example, if you had $1 million invested and the yield is roughly 3%, that is about $30,000 per year in dividend income before growth. That income arrives quarterly. You do not have to liquidate principal to receive it. However, here is the trade-off. High-yield stocks do not always grow as fast as the broader market. So VYM works best as a core income foundation, not necessarily your only holding. Next, Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, ticker VIG. This one takes a different approach. Instead of focusing on high yield, it focuses on companies that have consistently increased their dividends over time. That difference is critical. Dividend growth often signals financial strength, pricing power, and disciplined management. These companies may not have the highest yield today, but their dividends tend to grow year after year. And over time, dividend growth compounds aggressively. Imagine a company paying a 2% yield but increasing that dividend 8 to 10% annually. In 10 years, your yield on cost becomes dramatically higher. That is how income snowballs. VIGI tends to be slightly lower yielding than VYM, but historically it has offered stronger downside resilience during market stress. For someone planning retirement around 2030, this could serve as the growth engine behind your income strategy. Now let's introduce real estate exposure. Vanguard Real Estate ETF, ticker VNQ. Real estate investment trusts, or REITs, are required to distribute most of their taxable income to shareholders. That structure often results in higher dividend yields compared to traditional stocks. VNQ provides exposure to commercial real estate, industrial warehouses, data centers, healthcare facilities, retail properties, and residential REITs. The income can be attractive, often above the broad market yield. But here is the nuance. REITs are interest rate sensitive. When rates rise sharply, real estate valuations can compress. That means VNQ can be more volatile than broad equity funds. So why include it? Diversification of income streams. Rental income, data center leases, logistics infrastructure. These are different economic drivers compared to consumer goods or financials. If structured correctly, VNQ can enhance portfolio yield while adding asset class diversification. Now let's expand beyond the United States. Vanguard International High Dividend Yield ETF, ticker VYMI. Many retirement portfolios are overly concentrated in U.S. equities. VYMI focuses on high dividend companies outside the U.S., including Europe, Asia-Pacific, and emerging markets. Why does that matter? Currency diversification. Different economic cycles. Exposure to sectors that may be underrepresented in the U.S. market. Yields internationally can sometimes be higher, though volatility may also increase. But incorporating international dividend exposure reduces the risk that your retirement income depends entirely on one country's economic performance. Finally, Vanguard International Dividend Appreciation ETF, ticker VIGI. This is the global counterpart to VIG. Instead of high yield, it targets companies outside the US with a consistent track record of growing dividends. Dividend growth globally is powerful because it combines quality screening with geographic diversification. Think multinational healthcare companies, industrial leaders, global consumer brands. Lower yield today, potentially stronger income growth tomorrow. Now let's zoom out and talk structure. If someone were building an income-oriented portfolio targeting retirement by 2030, they might think in terms of roles, not just tickers. VYM, primary income anchor. VIG, dividend growth stabilizer. VNQ, enhanced yield and real asset exposure. VYMI, international yield diversification. VIGI, global dividend growth engine. The allocation percentages depend on risk tolerance, total assets, and required income. Someone closer to retirement may tilt heavier toward VYM and VNQ for higher current yield. Someone 5 to 7 years out may emphasize VIG and VIGI for dividend growth acceleration. Now here is the critical question. How much do you actually need? Retirement funding is math, not hope. If you need $60,000 annually and your blended portfolio yield is 3%, you need approximately $2 million invested to generate that income without selling principal. If your blended yield is 4%, you need about $1.5 million. But yield alone is not enough. You must consider dividend growth, inflation, and total return. A stagnant dividend that does not grow will lose purchasing power over time. That is why mixing high yield with dividend growth can create balance. Another factor is taxation. Qualified dividends are taxed differently from ordinary income, depending on your tax bracket. Asset location matters. Some investors place REIT heavy allocations in tax-advantaged accounts because REIT dividends are often taxed as ordinary income. Also consider sequence of returns risk. If markets decline sharply right before retirement and you are forced to sell shares to fund expenses, portfolio longevity can suffer. Dividend income helps reduce reliance on forced selling during downturns. Now, let's challenge the assumption embedded in the headline. Could these ETFs fund your retirement by 2030? Yes, but only if capital is sufficient, contributions are consistent, and expectations are realistic. Dividend ETFs are not shortcuts. They are tools. Powerful tools when combined with disciplined saving, reinvestment during accumulation years, and strategic allocation during distribution years. If you are still accumulating, reinvesting dividends accelerates compounding. If you are transitioning into retirement, turning off reinvestment converts that same engine into income. One more consideration. Do not chase yield blindly. Extremely high yields can signal underlying risk. Vanguard's approach tends to emphasize broad diversification and low cost rather than concentrated high-yield bets. That discipline matters over multi-year horizons. The real advantage here is cost structure. Vanguard ETFs typically carry very low expense ratios. Over decades, cost drag compounds negatively. Lower fees mean more of the dividend income stays in your account. So the path to a 2030 retirement funded by dividend ETFs looks like this. Step 1. Define your annual income requirement. Step 2. Calculate required invested capital based on conservative yield assumptions. Step 3. Blend high-yield and dividend growth ETFs for both present income and future income growth. Step 4. Diversify geographically and across asset classes. Step 5. Remain disciplined through volatility. Because markets will correct. Yields will fluctuate. Headlines will create fear. But dividend-focused investing rewards patience. If structured properly, these 5 Vanguard ETFs can form a comprehensive income ecosystem. U.S. large-cap dividends. U.S. dividend growth. Real estate income. International yield. International dividend growth. The result is not just income, but layered income. Income from consumer spending. Income from financial services. Income from property rents. income from global commerce. And that layered approach is what increases the probability that by 2030, your portfolio is not just a number on a screen, but a paycheck replacement system. Retirement is not about predicting markets. It is about designing cash flow. If you approach these ETFs as building blocks rather than lottery tickets, align them with your required income, and maintain discipline, they can absolutely serve as the foundation of a retirement income strategy within the next several years. The question is not whether these ETFs can fund retirement. The question is whether your savings rate, allocation strategy, and expectations align with the math required to make that outcome possible. Because when income replaces anxiety, that is when retirement truly begins.